Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech Dudes. I am Venkat and today I am excited to announce our brand new AWS with the .NET series. In this series, we will learn AWS from scratch using practical demonstrations and a real-world .NET examples. Before we get started, here is our course roadmap. We will learn AWS step by step from basics to advanced topics using .NET. In today's episode, we will cover creating an AWS free tier account, understanding the AWS free tier, completing identity verification, configuring MFA, exploring the AWS Management Console. By the end of this video, you will have a secure AWS account that's ready for all the upcoming hands-on labs in this series. With that introduction, let's get started with our very first hands-on session by creating an AWS free tier account. Open your preferred web browser and search for AWS console login. Open the official Amazon Web Services website. On the homepage, you will find information about AWS services, free tier benefits, and pricing plans. To begin creating your account, click on Create a Free Account. The first step is entering your email address. This email will become the root account for your AWS environment. So make sure you use an email address that you can access easily. Provide an AWS account name. This is simply a friendly name to identify your account. Click on Verify Email Address. With that step, AWS will send a verification code to your inbox. Enter the verification code and click on Continue. Next, create a strong password for your root account. Since this account has full administrative access to your AWS environment, choose a strong and unique password. Confirm the password and proceed to the next step. AWS now asks you to choose an account plan. For beginners, we will select the AWS free tier. The free tier allows you to learn, experiment, and build applications using many AWS services within the free tier limits. It's an excellent option for learning AWS without significant costs. Always review the free tier usage limits to avoid unexpected charges. And the next step is personal information. Now enter your personal details, including your name, country, address, and phone number. Make sure the information matches your official identity documents, as an AWS may use it during the verification process. If you are in India, you can also choose the Asia Pacific Hyderabad region as your preferred region because it's geographically closer and typically provides lower latency for users in India. Next step is payment method. AWS requires a payment method to verify your account. Depending on your country, you may see options such as UPI autopay, debit cards, or credit cards. In this demonstration, I am using UPI autopay. Although we are using the free tier, AWS still requires a valid payment method for account verification. You can cancel autopay later if needed, but remember that using services beyond the free tier limits may incur charges. Next is identity verification. After adding the payment method, AWS perform identity verification. Depending on your country, you may need to verify your identity using a government issued document. In my case, I completed the verification using DigiLocker, which made the process quick and convenient. The exact verification method may vary depending on your region and AWS current verification requirements. Now click on continue. So with that click, our AWS account is setting up. It will take some time. Okay. Yes, congratulations. So our brand new AWS account is created. Okay. So it will take some time and you will receive an confirmation email to your email address. Okay. Now clicking on AWS console. So yes, this is our console home screen and you can see a lot of custom widgets. So this is service menu and unified search. So our unified settings. Okay. This is a theme selector. Okay. And yeah, you can see several widgets here. Recently added AWS Health Security, Explore AWS. Okay. These all are the widgets. Now you can see these are all our account details. So you can see how many credits remain, how many days, and account ID, account name. Okay. So account center. So these are all the account options which we can explore later in the upcoming sessions. Okay. Now let's explore billing. So this is our billing and cost management screen. So in this we can see all the billing details like what is the estimated and how much current and what is the current plan and is there any setup required. So all these details we can manage from this billing and management section. Okay. Now go to all applications. You can see all the applications list. Okay. It is logged out because our account is just now created, right? So no problem. We can again re-log in. Yes. So we don't have IAM user yet. So we will create that IAM user in the upcoming sessions. Okay. For now, let's log in with root user, provide email address. I'm pasting my email ID. Next. And here you need to enter your password and click on sign in. So a verification code will get to your email address. So you need to submit that. I'm copying my verification code and pasting. Why it is not working? Let me redo this. Okay. Again, I'm copying. Let me paste here again. Okay, it is not working. Let me enter manually. Okay. I think copy paste is not accepting this one. Okay. So we need to enter the code manually and click on verify. And the next step is multi-factor authentication. Okay. So which is known as MFA configuration. So configuring MFA is one of the best and recommended by AWS, and I also recommend, and it is one of the best practices. Okay. So we need to give MFA device name. It is your wish, and I'm selecting authenticator app. As per your requirement, you can select anyone. So this is our authenticator app setup screen. Okay. Before this, what you need to do is you need to download Authenticator app from App Store or Play Store. So you can use any authenticator, whether it is a Microsoft Authenticator or Google Authenticator. So for our case, I have downloaded Google Authenticator from my mobile. Okay. Let's open my mobile. So I'm recording this video from my mobile. Okay. If you see, I have downloaded Authenticator. Just open on it. And this is my authenticator screen. So if you see, the screen is blocking while I'm doing a screen record. It is not allowing due to security reasons. Okay. So I just pasted an image similar to this. So you just need to click on the plus icon on the bottom. So next it will ask scan a QR code or enter a setup key. So for our case, I'm clicking on scan a QR code. So it will open the camera and we need to scan, and after this you will see a code like this. Okay. So this code we need to enter on the first code. If you see 6-digit first code is there, no? So here we need to enter that code and wait for 30 seconds. That code will be reset in your authenticator. Second code you need to provide in the second code. Okay. Click here you need to paste and click on register MFA. With that step, our MFA registration is completed. Now click on confirm and continue to console. So now our console home screen is loaded. You can see all our widgets are back. And these are the regions. We'll learn more about regions. And this is a CLI. So in coming session, we'll learn more about AWS CLI, what it is and how it is helpful, and what kind of actions we can do with this CLI. So we can learn more about this AWS CLI. Okay. Congratulations, we have successfully completed our first episode. In this video, we have subscribed for AWS Free Tier account, completed identity verification, enabled MFA, and explored the AWS Management Console. Okay, so if you are having any doubts or any queries, any information you need, please do comment. I'll definitely respond for you guys. Okay. Also, if you found this video helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe to Tech Dudes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Happy learning.